This is the new Viltrox AF 85mm f2 EVO lens for the Nikon Z mount. Now, is this the best budget full frame portrait lens for your Nikon Z camera? Let's find out. Let's see what you get in the box to start with. You get your lens pouch, online code for the manual, warranty card, and the lens hood is separately wrapped on its own. Just a personal thing, but I really do like these style round lens hoods compared to those petal-shaped ones. Pulling the lens out of the plastic for the first time, I was impressed straight away with the build quality with its all-metal construction. You get your front and rear lens caps, and there's also a USB-C port at the rear of the lens for future firmware updates. Also, I noticed a nice bit of weather sealing around the back section of the lens there as well. In the hand, it felt really solid, like a little tank. The rear manual aperture ring turned nice and smoothly. And you can leave that set to the auto position if you want to control your aperture from the camera. On one side of the lens, there's an audible on-off click switch for that aperture ring. In the off or silent position, that is good for video shooters. On the other side of the lens, you have an auto and manual focus switch and an FN button just below that. It's a full frame or FX lens and weighs in at 340 grams, has a 58mm filter thread, and minimum focus distance is 74 centimeters. Aperture range is from f2 to f16 and lens construction is 10 elements in 8 groups and it has 9 aperture blades. And the price of this lens at the time of making this video is $275 US. Focusing speed between foreground and background objects is silent and accurate, but I wouldn't really call it blistering fast, more medium in speed. Okay, so that 85mm focal length is the common jam for those portrait photographers out there. Let's grab this lens, let's put it on my Nikon Z7, we'll head out into the field and we'll do some test shots in stills and video. So with this lens, when I was unboxing it, I noticed that bit of weather sealing around the rear of the lens, but on the front element of this lens, you also have a smudge and water resistant coating. So at 340 grams, that makes this 85mm prime lens the lightest in the 85mm range from Viltrox. Just a little side note, while I was taking these portrait photos, I noticed this bit of a natural nature phenomenon happening. A kookaburra was actually attacking a kingfisher's nest for its young. This is the first time I've seen this, and the kingfisher was defending its nest. Now, I'm really loving the build quality of this lens. It is very close to some of the more expensive prime lenses out there on the market. So out in the field, this lens has impressed me with its image quality so far. Now it was time to do some sharpness tests. Wide open at f2, the lens shows some nice clear results, dead smack in the middle of frame. On the edges of frame, we get just the slightest hint of vignetting at f2, but in terms of sharpness, the results are very good. Just that tiny bit of softness at the nearest edge of frame. Stepping down to f2.8 and those corners then look almost perfect, very impressive. So I'll step through the middle of frame going from f2 to f11 and then I'll do the same for the corners so you can see the results for yourself. Now, to me, for $275 US, the out in the field results, along with those sharpness test results, show this lens is top value for money. So the build quality is there, the image quality is there. I love that round lens hood style, and for that price point, honestly, I don't think you'll find much better in that range. For more information on this Viltrox AF 85mm f2 EVO lens and how you can purchase it, I've left you a link in the video description box below. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you're watching this video from. I'll see you next time.